Well, this space has grown up organically over 40 years. It's the home of British skateboarding. It's the same as saying, oh, there's Big Ben over there. Why don't we take that, put it around the corner in a different place, and you can all go and look at it there. It's just not the same thing. Now, basically, this is an example. A lot of public space now is used so that a very small amount of people can extract the most possible gain or profit or whatever from a certain space. This is a space that is for people to use. People who actually live and work in the area. It's not a space that a handful of people can use to make a lot of money. It's a public space that the public can use, and that's what we want to protect.
What's going on this weekend is we're just having a bit of a celebration of all the culture and history that has taken place under the undergrowth behind where we're standing. And basically to make a bit of noise to say that we're not ready to lose this like wonderful, wonderful space where such a thriving community of creative people has thrived for 40 years. We're here because the Southbank Centre for Arts and Culture, supposedly, are trying to turn out this wonderful space and essentially our home into retail outlets. And we think that kind of goes against what they're about. And also, we're not ready to lose our home and the birthplace of British skateboarding as it's hailed.
Well, I don't think you'll find many skateboarders who are against a redevelopment of the Southbank Centre to make access to art and culture more inclusive. I mean, skateboarders are generally quite creative. I mean, there's a whole wall of photos behind us here that we've all taken. So I don't think any of us per se are against more access to art and culture. What I think is terribly ironic is that in attempting to democratise art and culture further through redevelopment, they are destroying perhaps the most democratic and vibrant example of culture anywhere on their premises.
They're doing it to fund their massive redevelopment project, and I completely understand it. They're proposing to relocate us to a purpose-built skate park just down that way underneath the Hungerford Bridge. But the point is, why can't they put the retail outlets down there? You know?
Pretty devastating. I mean, all my friends come here and skate, and that's the reason I come here, is to hang out with them and to watch them skate and to see them learn new stuff, and it started all their careers and things like that. And so if it leaves, I mean, it's just a nice place to hang out and we can all come together here because it's so large. We don't need to worry about being too crowded. So if it goes, I mean, there's nowhere like this else to go in London. Nowhere. There's nowhere that can compare to it. So.
And that's what I quite like about it. I quite like
But also, when you put skateboarding into a purpose-built area, you take away all the artistic and creative elements of skateboarding that allow you to call it an art, you know, because you can call skateboarding many things, you know, but the artistic element of skateboarding is that we use, interpret, and kind of make use of spaces that other people would find completely boring and mundane.
Basically, the redevelopment is costing a lot of money. There's ever-reducing government funding for arts, and it's the Tory government right now, more or less, so the Arts Council funding has been slashed, and general interest in the arts right now, at least from a government perspective, is very low. So they're having to make up holes in their budget. Retail is a way for them to do this. They need kind of corporate retail because it needs to be money that they can guarantee will come in for a while. So it's a money thing, and we're up against a lot of money. We've been consulted very late, which we think is very unfair and we're quite angry about. I mean, the redevelopment plan is huge. They must have been planning it for several years. We've only been brought into talks in the last couple of months, which we sort of view, it's almost like a PR gesture. So we're sort of playing catch up with a lot of plans that have been made, and it's just a money thing, really.
The first thing that we've achieved is we've proved that the public love us and want us to stay. The reaction from the public has been absolutely immense. We had no idea that they felt so connected to us. You know, like what's amazing about this place is how our culture, which generally is quite sectioned off from the rest of society, it clashes with everyone. So the response from the public, the names on the petition, that's been amazing. Not to mention the people who've come forward to present themselves who can help us with this campaign. Obviously, you know, we're not a big corporate organisation, and lots and lots of people have come forward with various different skills and contacts, and we're going to be going through all of those moving forward in the next couple of weeks and really getting this campaign going. Legal proceedings to do with the Localism Acts that have been submitted and put through. We're also looking at maybe the European Rights Convention. There's various things that we think can relate to our situation in there. But essentially, this is like, we've only got together in the last 2 weeks. Like, Long Live Southbank literally came together in the last couple of weeks as a way for us as skateboarders to have one united voice to speak to these people and speak for ourselves. So now we started all of this party was basically just to make a bit of noise and say that we're here. The real work starts tomorrow, basically, and we're going to be going all guns blazing. Like I said, I can't be too specific on what we're going to do. The element of surprise is quite important. But rest assured, we have a lot of highly qualified people backing us up behind the scenes, giving us the right advice, making the right contacts, and we're very confident we're going to be able to save our home. Firstly, go to longlivesouthbank.com. On that website you'll find various information of ways that you can help the campaign, either by signing a petition but also by going to the Southbank Centre's feedback survey that they've created. It's quite cryptic, obviously, because they've been telling everyone that they've only had positive feedback when not one person has agreed with them that we've spoken to today. You go on there, you fill in the survey, give as much negative feedback about what they're doing as you can. And we'll take it from there, really. Like, we have sort of the right people doing the right things for us behind the scenes, as I said. But basically just, speak to your MP, make some noise, get on Twitter, get on Instagram, get on whatever you can and just spread the word. Hashtag Save Southbank, and it's longlivesouthbank.com.
Oh my god!
London's basically turning into just one big massive shopping mall like these days, and I feel like it's very important for people to have a space where they don't have to be influenced by corporate branding, various shopping, and they don't have to do anything where they have to pay for something. People come down here, they're not influenced by any logos, anything that's trying to tell them what they're meant to do. People can literally do what they want and express themselves as freely and as creatively as they want.